So, will it blend? That is the question. So, if many of you guys are like me and you were watching YouTube back in the day, like 2006, 7, 8, there was a YouTube channel called Will It Blend? And they used Blendtec blenders, and they made these videos to show how tough and how durable the blenders are. And they blended everything under the sun, from like golf balls, iPhones, iPads, all types of stuff. And ever since those days, I've always wondered, are these blenders as tough as they were in those videos? Or was there some type of like Hollywood trickery behind the video and to make it look like it's tougher than it really is? Or just, you know, will it actually do what they showed it doing in the video? So today we are going to fulfill my childhood dream and use these blenders and blend up all kinds of things and see how tough they are. So, in classic Will It Blend fashion, I think one of the most viewed videos on their channel was blending an iPhone. So the first thing we're going to start with, I still have the iPhone 13 from the iPhone 13 durability test video. Now, it has obviously been a little bit pre-tenderized, we'll say. So the blender has kind of an advantage. So we'll just put this like this. I am so excited about this. I cannot even... I've had this blender sitting in this garage for like 3 weeks, and the day is finally here, and I am so excited. So in the original videos, the guy just kind of holds the blender down with his hand. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to use a ratchet strap just in case this gets a little bit wild, because you never know what's going to happen. So we're just going to strap this thing down, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. I'm also curious about the lithium battery that's in the phone. I know they can be a little wild sometimes, so it's best for me to be out of the way. This is one of the greatest moments of my life right now. So in standard Will It Blend fashion, I'm going to press the smoothie button, and we'll see what happens. Here we go. That was crazy. Although there's still a giant chunk in there. So let's, and the strap got a little bit loose. That is crazy. That is almost identical to what happened in the videos. Let's push the smoothie button again. Maybe it'll get that big chunk out of there. Okay. Whatever the big chunk is, I think we got it. That was so much more exciting than I thought it was going to be. That lived up to my childhood expectations. First, let's take off the lid. It's very hot. It has a weird smell to it. That is what's left of the iPhone. It has a very strong smell. I don't know what that smell is. It's literally just little shreds and... Oh, we got a little piece. It's a little bit hot. A little piece of the camera is still intact. So far, it seems like the blender does what they say it does. So let's move on to the next thing. Alright guys, so before we go any farther, this video is sponsored by AirUp. So, AirUp, if you don't know, is a revolutionary water bottle that flavors your water with scent. And I'm going to show you how it works. It's very simple. So, just take the top off. Of course, you just fill the bottle up with water. And now, once your bottle is filled up, you just pick a scent. AirUp has all kinds of scents. We are going to go with cherry. Now, each packet comes with 3 scent pods, and each scent pod can flavor 1.3 gallons of water. So you just take the scent pod, open it up. So once you get your pod out, here's how it works. The pod has a little teardrop shape, and the straw has a little teardrop shape. You just match those up, push it on there, and you have to kind of pull it up just a little bit. And now, whenever you drink your water, the water is going to be aerated through the pod, and then the scent is going to be added to the water, and you will taste whatever flavor you have, like I said, in this case cherry, and you can hear it bubble whenever you drink. That's how you know it's lined up. And then your water tastes like whatever scent you choose. So if you're interested, they have this all-new steel bottle. They also have just classic plastic bottles. So if you're interested in one, the link will be in the top of the description. So now we're going to move into kind of the second stage of the video, and we're going to start comparing the Blendtec blender to a regular blender. Now, there is a large price difference. The Blendtec blender, I think, was just under $400. This blender was like $30 or so. And a big difference is this one, well, you can't really, maybe you can tell like that. This has a glass thingy-majig, whatever this is called. So I think the glass is probably going to be a weak spot. So we're going to try to blend. I have a older iPhone. I think it's an iPhone maybe 4. So a smaller iPhone for a smaller blender. I think this is going to be very violent. And I think there's a good chance that this glass is going to break. Strap this down nice and tight. Make sure it does not move. And I'm going to push the, we'll go with the grind button, and then I'm going that way behind the camera because I don't want glass shards. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I hate that it won't just, like, take it. Maybe we'll go low speed. Mince, maybe. Oh, this sucks because I'm gonna have to do it manually. That is actually crazy. Let's see if I can just slide this off. It literally just opened it up, took the screen off. The back is not even that damaged. It's almost like this was a speed running of a screen replacement. Because the body and the back is virtually undamaged. Alright. Interesting. And there's little pieces of glass everywhere. Alright, maybe grind will do it this time. You can already see there is a massive difference between this and the Blendtec. It seems to only be doing things whenever it's like the blades are slowing down, and then it seems to kind of grab and do something. I'm going to put it on smoothie mode, and I'm going to let it run for maybe 2-3 minutes straight and not bother it. If nothing happens, we'll just move on. Alright, there is such a clear difference here. And I think we can all fully understand why the BlendTech blender costs so much more. It is way more effective. I mean, this is still in one piece. That's not acceptable. This is practically still in one piece. I mean, there's some glass shards in there. It didn't really do anything. It just happened to break it in 2 pieces. And that was it. So, for the rest of the tests, that doesn't look good. Buy my merch. There's a link in the description. There's t-shirts, hoodies, and hats. And they're very nice. So, next up, one of the most viewed videos, I think it's the most viewed video on the BlendTech channel, is them blending an iPad. So, I have an iPad. Now, it doesn't fit. It almost kind of fits. So, we have to employ a creative solution to make it fit. Alright, that'll go in there. Let's see if we can just here we go. It's like an iPad taco. Oh, that's still... We're gonna have to get creative with this one, I think. Maybe we'll have to do it in sections or something. Oh, there's the battery. Maybe we'll leave the battery out for safety reasons. Okay, so this is the screen. The screen fits. This fits. We might have to work it through in layers. It's just a little bit big. Let's go with the smoothie button once again. We gotta turn it on. Ooh. Alright, maybe let's start with the glass. This is actually going to be a little bit tougher than I thought. I'll jam that in there. We're going to get this iPad blended up. We're just making like a multi-layered iPad smoothie. That's all we're doing here. I need to find something I can stick down in there. How about an actual stick? That'll be perfect. don't know what exactly we're gonna do about the metal case. I suppose I could try to cut it in half. Let me maybe take some side cutters. We're getting it. There we go. Maybe we'll... What's all that stuff? That'll do. Oh, it's just a little bit too tall. Oh, you know what? I bet the blender won't even start with that. Come on. Well, that was the smoothie mode, and it doesn't look like we have a smoothie. Pretty much, the metal is unfazed for the most part. Considering that in the video, he just smashed the iPad, bent it in half, threw it in the blender, and then it just kind of obliterated it. I can't seem to duplicate that. I mean, I broke it down to 1/4 of the back plate, and nothing's happening with that. I think in the iPad video, I think there was some type of Hollywood trickery going on to make it look like it just chewed it up when I don't think it did. So that's a little bit disappointing. That kind of breaks my childhood heart. But there are still other things that we're going to test that could redeem it. So I just went and rewatched the original video from Blendtec, and it's kind of upsetting I didn't catch this in the beginning, but in the original video you can see that he breaks the iPad in half just like I did, but what he actually puts inside the blender is just the screen part of it, and there's no backing, and then it chews it up, and then it's just essentially, it looks like this. So they didn't blend the entire iPad. So that's a little bit disappointing. The next thing that we are going to stick inside of the blender, glow sticks. I got 5 glow sticks here. Stick them all in here. Let's turn off the lights. Okay, I cannot see anything. Feeling around, I think I'm on the smoothie button. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so all of the glow liquid obviously has come out. It's almost like a lantern that you can see. I don't know how many of you could tell. It actually took a pretty good while for the glow sticks to actually for the fluid to drain out of the glow sticks. So I guess they're pretty tough. Now you can see. What's so surprising to me is that the plastic tubes are still intact. I figured they would be mulched up. So let's there's a water drop button on here. Let's push that, see what happens. Wow. Those plastic tubes are super, super tough. I kind of want to let this thing run for a while and see if it'll chew up those tubes. It's so cool how it's like a lantern. Let's go on high. Wow, even on high, it does not seem to chew up those plastic tubes. Kind of crazy to me. Ooh, there's some smoke. Let's get in here and get one of these tubes out. Yeah, the bottoms of the tubes are chewed off, but that's it. Other than that, they are completely intact. That is crazy. All right, those plastic tubes are a lot tougher than I thought. So now let's see how our generic blender handles it. 5 glow sticks for here. I kind of have a suspicion that it might do a little bit better just because the blades in this blender are kind of like sharp and the ones in the Blendtec are kind of blunt because the Blendtec kind of like pulverizes things. This kind of like slices things. Once again, I have no clue what button I'm pressing. Oh, wow. It literally won't even go. Oh, so that's not something I expected. It won't even... The glow sticks are too much. I wonder if I can situate them in a way in which... Get out of there! This one of the blades is like dug into the side of it. I wonder if I can situate these in such a way that when I hit the blades, it will be able to spin freely. Because I feel like if I can get them spinning, it'll be fun. All right, here we go. Nice. So, oh, I got glow liquid on my hand. So we can see that the cheap blender does perform not as good as the Blendtec blender because the Blendtec was able to just power through them in no time. This one I had to kind of like baby it and kind of situate them in such a way that it would work. But it worked. So nonetheless, I have another little pitcher lantern here. This next one, if I was a betting man, I would bet that this is going to get violent. Oh, lighters. The chance of something going wrong here is probably pretty high. Hopefully those don't jam up. Definitely need to strap this one down, for sure. Now I'm going to press the smoothie button and run that way. 3, 2, 1. Okay, maybe I didn't push it. Oh, my worst fear. Not my worst fear. It's overloaded. So it seems like we're gonna have to situate these things. All right, let's hope it doesn't jam. I'm so anxious. I can smell the gas. That is crazy. And like, I don't even know how long that was. 5 to 10 seconds? It pulverized all of them. I thought it was gonna have to run through like the entire smoothie mode before it would be done. But no. Oh wow. So much gas just leaked out. Good thing there's no active flames in here. That is crazy. Reduced to nothing but rubble. I do not think that the regular blender is going to be able to do that. But I guess we'll see. Alright, I have way less hope for our standard blender. I'm going to have to stack these up very carefully. Because it'll definitely not have enough torque. And then it should be able to sling them around, and if it's going to work, it should be able to do it. You know what? Let's go with the green smoothie. Okay, I don't know what happened, but if you saw there, it kind of looked like it was gonna kick out or something. Oh. Something broke, I think. Oh! The bottom of the whole jar broke off. So that's a huge knock on the classic blender, which I thought that would be. That's crazy. The whole thing just snapped off right at the base. Okay. Let's look at the carnage. Right here you can see we have giant chunks here. More giant chunks. The pieces overall seem to be pretty big. And then just so we have something to compare it to, if you look at the Blendtec pieces, far finer chop, which I don't know how you like your lighters. I like mine finely chopped. So I like that a lot better. But that is crazy that broke. I didn't expect it to break at the base. I expected it to like bust out the side or something if it was going to break. The classic blender just couldn't handle what the Blendtec could. Alright, so this next one, I am genuinely going to be surprised if it can do it. It is a golf ball. I'm going to be surprised just purely because golf balls are so durable. They're hard, they're made of urethane, a lot of them. They're just so solid. So, I'm going to be very impressed. I also think that this is going to be very violent. Smoothie button. That really did not do much of anything. Interesting. Chewed it up a little bit. But other than that, it seems to be fine. I think, because I know they did a video where they blended golf balls. So I think I'm going to have to go back and watch that video and see what they did. So I just went back and watched the original video from 16 years ago, which makes me feel really old that I remember seeing that when it first came out 16 years ago. And the only difference is he used 3 golf balls instead of 1. So that seems counterintuitive to me. If it can't do 1, I don't see how it'll be able to do 3. And in the video it also pulverized it in like 2 seconds. So I think there might be something fishy going on. Smoothie button once again. That was a full smoothie cycle. You can tell they're just a little bit beat up, but they are not pulverized. I'll set it to run on high and let it run, and maybe that'll do it. So that's a full smoothie cycle and a full high cycle. They're definitely not pulverized. So I don't know what kind of golf balls. Oh, one of them kind of has a little chip in the cover. I mean, these are still playable. You can still play golf with these things. They're no doubt chewed up. But they are absolutely not pulverized at all. If I was a Mythbuster, I would call this busted. And that's honestly kind of depressing. I want this blender to live up to all of my childhood memories of it just pulverizing everything. I mean, maybe they used like some really, really, really cheap golf balls or something, but it's not gonna destroy a standard golf ball, and that's upsetting. So, you know, they say that there is nothing guaranteed in this life other than death and taxes. And I'm gonna add a third thing onto that list, and that is that this glass is gonna break. Pretty much guaranteed. So, if the little lighters broke it, that golf ball, I would say this glass is gonna be shattered in no time. A little bit disappointed if the glass doesn't break. High speed. Let's go milkshake. Alright, well, That's actually rather upsetting. I figured the glass would have broke, for sure. But not only did the glass not break, all of the blades are like, at least one of them is bent. So that has no chance of chewing up this golf ball. This golf ball seems less chewed up than the ones that were in the Blendtec. It's interesting to me that the lighters were able to break the glass, but the golf ball didn't. That's really all I have for you. This was one of my most favorite videos, probably that I've ever made. Just literally destroying things with blenders is incredibly fun. I would love to do more of this, so please leave comments down below. What other things do you want to see me put inside of a Blendtec blender, or just any blender in general? Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.